Hello, welcome to this trading forecast. Going to be covering my bias on a few trading instruments. Cover Bitcoin and Ethereum at the end, and then on Monday night, once Monday's range is finished, and we can get a closer look at price action, because it's quite hard to nail exactly where you want to be trading on Sunday, but once price action starts to flow, then you have a better idea of what the market is doing. But I'll give you my bias on a few instruments I'm looking to trade. Start off with EURUSD. This is a daily chart. You can see that we've been trading in this range, and we broke out of that on Thursday. So a bit of profit taken on Friday, I would presume. Any pullback into previous support could turn to resistance, and this is an area where I am looking to sell. I'll put that area on your screen so you can copy it if you like, and then I'm just looking to sell to make new lows. So nothing too complicated on EURUSD. We're just going with the flow and looking to sell. So sell any pullbacks that we get into higher time frame resistance. Let's take a look at pound, which is the same. Not as clear as EURUSD, but still getting that pullback on Friday. I have this level of support and support. If we could get up here, that would be an ideal place to look for a break of structure and then look to continue to sell. One other route that we could take is just mark out Thursday's low. If we break below there, retest. So break below would be a daily close below, and then retest the next day. Then we could look to sell and maybe use Friday's high for a stop loss placement. But this is all if, buts and maybes. We're going to have to wait for price action, but my bias is bearish on pound. Let's take a look at dollar Swiss. I do like the look of that. You can see that we've been on this very mad bullish run, and just looking to get involved with pullbacks. You see we've had an inside day on Friday, so we have inside day. What I would like is if we could pull back into support, take out this low, break structure, and then look to attack this high. But we'll have to wait for price action. That's what I would like to happen. If we go down into the 2-hour chart, you can see price action a little clearer. We take this area, we have a resistance here, we have a resistance here, we have some stops resting here. So if we could come down, clear out them stops into resistance, could turn to support. We'll look for some bearish or bullish price action, and then look to continue our journey upwards on dollar Swiss. Dollar yen I'm going to leave because we've got this pullback on yen. We'll go out to the daily. Yen seems to be strengthening a little bit, and I just want to keep an eye on price action. I have this level resistance turn to support. This Friday close doesn't really mean anything to me. We'll have to see how Monday unfolds. If Monday unfolds and we are staying above here, then we could look to try and get involved with dollar yen plays, but I think it's a little bit overstretched, and we're seeing some yen strength coming into the market, and I'd rather wait a few days just to see where we end up with yen. Let's take a look at Kiwi daily chart. On this big bearish run as well, dollar just dominating the markets, so we're just trying to stay in the flow of the markets. We do have this, we had this bullish run, and then it slammed down, and now we're retesting that from the underside. We'll have to see how price action reacts to this level, but if we do come up, take out this high, then we're running straight into resistance here, and I like this level better for shorting opportunities. But if the market is too heavy, I'll be keeping an eye once the market opens on this area. Let's go down into the 2-hour just to have a look, closer look at price action. So we have support here, support here, support here, and we'll see if we can break down from here and then look to make new lows, maybe a day trade somewhere in there. But we'll see how the market opens. My bias is bearish on Kiwi, and like I say, any trades I take I'll put into the Discord group, so I'll try and keep on top of them for you. Let's move on to Aussie dollar. daily chart, we do have some strong support. We have support here and then resistance. So if we could get a move up into that area, that would be a key area. And then we could look for our entry techniques just to come down and take these lows. So like Aussie dollar to the downside, it's got very clean technical levels, and we've got a very strong bullish dollar. So any pullback into there would be delightful if we could get it. But as you know, trading's not perfect like that, and we could actually come down first before coming back up. So yeah, just keeping an eye on that. I am bullish the dollar, so that's why you're seeing why I'm interested in those charts. So I'm going to leave dollar CAD because I am sort of bullish on the CAD as well, and pound CAD is an instrument that we've been trading in the group for quite some time. You see, we've had this strong bearish momentum to the downside, and we're just looking to stay involved with that. This was an area where we were looking to sell last week to get involved with, and this week we can see we have clear levels of support here. So if we get a pullback from this level into here, that'll be the first area where I'll be looking for selling opportunities. The next area, it's just higher time frame support and resistance. We have resistance here. So if I've got my bearish bias in this instrument, I'm just looking for higher time frame key levels to try and get involved with. We are at these lows, so if we get a daily close below, then retest, and then we can go down into the lower time frames and start looking for selling opportunities. Because just because we break and retest does not mean that it's going to go lower. Sometimes we can break and then get a deviation back inside. So that's why it's important to mark out these levels and then go down and see what price action is telling you at these levels. So bias remains bearish on pound CAD, EURCAD, very similar on the daily chart. So huge resistance last week. So resistance. Any pullbacks, we will be looking to sell. We do have an area of support turned to resistance here. I'll put that on the screen, but I think it's 1.355. And here we could possibly look for some selling opportunities there, or likewise on pound CAD, we have this low. If we break daily close, retest, then we can look for some more selling opportunities on EURCAD. Another instrument that is quite heavy is New Zealand CAD, and let's just bring that up. But in terms of higher time frame levels, you can see it's just been quite heavy. So I'll just have to go down and look at maybe Monday's range, let Monday's range unfold, and then try and get involved that way. If you can look at Monday's range, I think this is Monday's range here, we can see that we broke below, we got that close below, retest, and then we got that fall. So that would be one pattern to look out for if we're just looking for that continuation play to the downside. And we do have lows over here that I think will be swept, so we do have a little bit of room to maneuver on New Zealand CAD. I think that's the main instruments that I'm looking to trade. I'm not looking at the yen pairs. I think they're possibly due a bit more of a pullback, and I don't want to overcrowd the instruments, because then you're looking at too many things and not concentrating on just a few good setups. But I will look at Bitcoin now. Daily chart, so very bearish. We have come down and swept these lows, and now we're getting this reaction, but I don't think it's finished yet. It's all key to, we're looking at most recent support and resistance. So we have this low, support. If we can come up into this area, then we can look for a breakdown, come down, and take people out that have sort of bought this little bounce here on Bitcoin. If we break above here, so we get a solid close and then retest, then we'll have a break of structure. Then that is when you change your bias and look for some upside. But you don't really want to be trying to buy this at the moment. What you want to be doing is going with the flow. So we are in very bearish momentum, so any pullback you should look for a breakdown and look to take out new lows. Same with Ethereum daily chart. We do have some support over here, support here. this up candle, so that'll be bullish move, creating some support. Any move into this area, look for break of structure, come down, and just keep going with flow, making new lows each time. So at the moment it's pulling back, and if we go down into the lower time frames, we can sort of look at what pattern is unfolding. Price is being squeezed, not much is happening. It's quite painful for people at the moment. So we have support here, support here. If we can move up, take out some highs into that higher time frame resistance, and then break structure, and then you can target these lows. So like I say, I'm just giving you my bias on the few instruments I'm looking at for the week ahead. Things may change, as you know, with price action. Once the market's open, then you sort of have to just go with what the market's telling you, and yeah, you can't have a solid plan going in with a week ahead. You just have to go with what the market's telling you and what price action's telling you. So wishing you all a profitable week. If I do take any trades, I'll post them into the Discord group, which may help you. But yeah, I post guides every day anyway. We'll have a recap at the end of the day, and just to see where price is at and what best setups we can look at going forward. So like I say, wishing you a profitable week, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.